I'm Julie Heckman. I had the privilege to serve with Dr. Conkling for 33 years, beginning back in 1988 as part of APA's first legal team. To me, he was Dr. John. Dr. John paved the path forward for the U.S. firework industry. From developing the first safety standards, his contributions to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission regulations, as well as his table of distance for fireworks that was incorporated into the ATF regulations for public display fireworks storage.
My name is Robert Foti. The first time I met Dr. John Conkling was 20 years ago at my first APA convention. As a newbie to the US fireworks industry, the one thing that became immediately clear was the high regard to which Dr. John was held by all. The legacy of his expertise is that he was key in laying a solid foundation for a whole industry. He understood that a firework is a result of a manufacturing and supply chain that encompasses art and science, and that by being shaped by standards and requirements that add value is the foundation for a resilient product and healthy industry.
My name is John Rogers. John Conkling was very deeply involved in the establishment of the American Fireworks Standards Laboratory. There is a term that I have heard many times during my travel to China. You are an old friend. And basically what that meant was that you're someone that I have met before, number one. And number two, you're someone who have high integrity, someone who I have the greatest respect for, and someone that I can trust in both business and personal dealings. And that is exactly the relationship that I have with Dr. Conkling.
Hi, I'm Jim Souza, and I'm proud and honored today to pay tribute to our good friend Dr. John Conkling. John was a great spokesman for our industry, was featured on many television programs and firework features. I'm channeling a lot of this through my father, Bob Souza. Both John and Bob were great friends, and they worked passionately and tirelessly for the benefit of the entire organization, to keep us united so that we can continue to keep the American tradition alive in America, and to take on, as John says in his book, the onslaught of the ever-growing government agencies.
One of the funniest experiences that I've had in China involving Dr. Conkling was fishing. John was a part of a fishing club in Chestertown, Maryland, and they were having a contest to see who could take the photograph in the most exotic place. So we were dressed in suits and ties. All of a sudden, John bolted away from the group. When he came back downstairs, he was wearing Bermuda shorts and a fishing hat and sneakers. I'm very happy to report that John won the contest.
I attended his summer pyrotechnic chemistry courses at Washington College, where regulators and bomb techs from all over the United States would come to take his program to learn about the science and chemistry of pyrotechnics. I'll never forget my first experience in the lab at Washington College making blue flares with a regulatory compliance officer, and I was scared to death that I was going to embarrass Dr. John and blow up the lab. But Dr. John was very patient with me and kept a careful watch.
I just remember one time when John and I were working on the NFPA committee, getting together with others to form the regulations that we're going to have to live with for years. And John, the perfect professional, he had everything on his side. Science, the testing, the chemistry, and a proven track record. And above all, he had the skill to work with everybody to get things done so we can live with these regulations. But after 3 long days and 3 long nights, it can get very tiring. And at the very end, there's always 1 or 2 in the group that want to try to change things up, and anywhere from take us out of business to come up with something crazy. And John had a short fuse like all of us, and it was a great show. The sleeves go up, the tie comes off, the glasses are on the table, he's jumping on the table, yelling and screaming, and I can't tell you what he really said, but he got it done. The regulations went on, and it was just a wonderful show to see.
Another story that comes to my mind that really endeared Dr. John to me was a dinner that he rescued me from. They were pouring this drink called Mai Tai, that everybody was expected to drink. John knew that I wasn't a drinker, and so the first glass, John reached over, took the glass from in front of me, and he drank the Mai Tai himself. And so he was doing double duty, I call it. At the end of the night, he was, I would say, a little bit tipsy and in a mood to sing. John was willing to go above and beyond the call of duty, making sure that the industry was well represented in China.
I had the privilege to serve on various standards committees with Dr. John, and I was able to see firsthand how he shone as an expert. But ultimately, it was his humanity that shone through during these meetings. He spoke to every person in that room like a peer, even though he was always the smartest person in the room.
He never changed. He was always steadfast. He always exhibited the highest level of integrity, and I could trust whatever he said as being the truth.
Dr. John left an indelible mark on this industry, and we owe him a debt of gratitude. He, being the modest person that he is, he would tell you that you are responsible for that success. But we all know we wouldn't be here today or enjoy the success of the industry without the contributions and dedication that Dr. John provided to this industry.
I will miss John, my old friend, and the role that he played keeping this industry vibrant and making sure that the industry was successful in its mission.
I'm personally honoured to have known Dr. John. I believe the international fireworks community owes him a huge debt of gratitude for his contribution to the health of the current day US fireworks industry. He was a true gentleman, and as we'd say in Australia, a bloody good bloke. Vail Dr. John Conkling.
John, pleasure knowing you all these years. On behalf of all our family, love you, miss you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Dr. Conkling, or Dr. John to me, he will be fondly remembered and dearly missed.